You know, one of the comments we get from customers a lot of the time is that they love going to the nursery, they love buying the plants and selecting them, and they've got a vision for how their garden's going to look. But then when they go home, they hit with that reality is they've got to dig all the holes, and that sounds like a lot of hard work. Especially if you've been working all week, the last thing you want to be doing is working hard and digging on the weekend. Now I want to show you a tool that's going to change that and make it so easy for you to put those plants in that you'll have no hesitation in getting some lovely ones from the nursery. This is called a power planter. It attaches to your cordless drill, and it is just a wonder in the garden. We've had people say that it is the best tool they've ever bought, best thing since sliced bread. They absolutely love it. Now, if you think it's a new thing, it's not. It's actually been around in America for 20 years, but they never told us about it. Now watch how well this thing works. Look at that, I've just gone down about 10 inches deep, straight down in a matter of seconds. It was so easy. And just in case you're wondering, this is not particularly soft ground. This is actually very hard to dig. If I was to actually try and dig this, it's quite difficult to actually dig. I can only get maybe a couple of centimeters into the ground there, or if I'm using a spade. In fact, in one of the earlier demonstrations, I had this little tool, which is what you use for weeding. Now, I know it looks pretty cool with that curve. It actually started out straight when I bought it, but in the ground, it actually just, you probably know what I'm talking about. This is what happens to the hand tools in the dirt when it's really compacted. Now, people say, well, look, I want to put a larger plant than just something small like that in. How am I going to fit, you know, this lovely salvia in here, which needs a 6 or 7 inches? Well, you don't even need 6 or 7 inches, you need 12 inches. So if we go to metric, we need a big hole like this, 30 centimeters, to plant that in so that it really grows. And so all we do is we drill a few holes around in a cluster, and then we move it sideways. So just watch this. And now I'm going to move sideways with it spinning. So look, in the space of 15-20 seconds, we've already dug this hole. Now I'd probably go another 10 or 20 seconds on that just to finish it off, and then add some manure and some gypsum, which is like a clay breaker, to break up the clumps and make it super healthy. But how easy was that? So easy to dig, and it just attaches to your cordless drill. Now they come in a range of different sizes here. This one here is right in the middle. This is a 312 model, which is 12 inches long. But we go all the way up to big ones like this. This is the one you use when you're standing up. And it's as simple as putting it into the drill like this, tightening it up. Now, if you've got one of these great kind of DeWalt drills here with a metal chuck, it's got a locking mechanism. So once you tighten it, you do one click back and it locks it in. That's a little tip you probably didn't know about. The other brands that have got metal chucks, it's the same deal. And you can stand up and do your digging. And you can see how easy that gets in. Now, when you're my age, you've got to start looking after your body, because if you're like me, you're starting to feel those aches and pains, and you don't want to be getting old and having all these ailments from a broken back and everything else. And so you've got to start working smarter, not harder, all right, and looking after yourself. And this tool does that for you. It makes it a lot easier. So head to our website, have a look at the range there. We give you a 30-day money-back guarantee on these units, plus a lifetime warranty. We're basically saying this tool is brilliant, it works. By the way, there's already 30,000 people in Australia using them and loving it. You have a look at the reviews on the website, you'll see what I mean. And they're not too expensive, they're gonna last you for years. It's a fantastic quality tool. So get on there and get one for your garden.